Well, back up with us, if you will, now, because we have done several reports on the Holyland Foundation over the years, but refresh us. How did you guys first become involved in investigating this group?
Well, know this, that anytime you're trying to prove a money laundering transaction, whether it's for terrorism or some other sort of fraud, it takes time. You're essentially tracking one check after another check, and you have to attach that check to a person and also a criminal act. That can take days, it can take months, and sometimes even years,
right,
especially if you're talking about international transactions.
Right, no, I understand that, but how did they come to your attention? I mean, did somebody say, this is a group that's laundering money, you got a tip? I mean, what happened? How did you hear about them first?
Well, typically it is going to come from sources outside the government, maybe confidential informants or other people close to the organization or other people in other parts of the world who may know what's actually happening with the money. Those tips come in, and those are just leads that start you off in investigating in the right direction.
Okay, now, the Holyland Foundation has steadfastly maintained its innocence. It says it has provided relief for Palestinian refugees, but has not supported Hamas or any other terrorist group. You would disagree based on the information you've seen.
Well, this is a pretty strong statement by the president today, and I will tell you over the years, a huge amount of evidence has been mounting that shows that the proceeds are used, not just for the education of people or food, but also the education of terrorism.
Now, are there other organizations like this, Mr. Yarbrough, that you know about that are operating in this country now?
Absolutely. The use of 501c3 corporations for charitable purposes to raise money for terrorism is something that does happen around the United States, and this isn't the only incident.
Now, if we started adding up, just sort of tallying all of the money that's been frozen, we're talking about many millions of dollars. Is it your suspicion there are many millions more, though, that are still being funneled to these organizations?
Absolutely. But remember, the people that may be donating this money may not know the true purpose of where it's going to. And that doesn't mean that all the funds are going for this purpose also.
Okay. Matt Yarbrough, a former prosecutor, and we appreciate very much your being with us today.
Thank you very much.